So good afternoon, class. How are you today? Alright, so class, are you ready to learn a new topic? Okay, but before we start, let's have a short recap first about what was our last lesson. So who can remember what is our last topic? Yes? Okay, very good. Seems that you really understand last topic, what our last topic. Okay, but first, I would like to ask two students or two volunteers po to come in front or mapipili na lang po ako. So how about Nida and Emilita? Class, tell me what is the differences between Nida and Emilita. Kahit ano pong differences sa nakita ninyo. Alright, very good. Everything you said are right. Nida and Emilita have their own unique characteristic. That is also their identity. Actually, every one of us here have our own uniqueness. Am I right? Alright. So it is also the same with the sum aspect of our subject, mathematics. So how teacher, bakit po siya naging same? Bakit po siya naging katulad? Okay. So try to look at this image presented on the board. Try this image presented on the board and try to observe and try to compare example number 1 to example number 2. So, what have you noticed, class? May I know po? Alright, very good, Jessica. So, for example number 1, wala kang makikitang equal sign. While example number 2 is half and equal sign. Alright, so I have here two jumbled letters, and all you have to do is to fix the words. And when you fix the words, put the words on here, example number 1 or example number 2. Kung ito ba ay dapat sa example number 2 or sa example number 1. So, alright. Okay, group 1, what have you got? Expression po. Okay, how about the group 2? Ratio po. Alright, so, very good. So, i-try nyo ilagay kung saan ba na example ng expression. Okay, ang expression is for example number 1. And example number 2 is equation. So, do you think you place the word accordingly, class? Okay, so i-check po natin yan. So, now, before we start for our main discussion, we have an objective to be guided po. Okay, so, who among you here know what is our topic for today? What do you think po? Okay, very good. So, our topic for today is differentiate equation. Expression from differentiate expression from equation. Okay, so now we have here an objective. So for our objective, so at the end of the lessons, the students are expected to Identify the differences between expression and equation. Name the concept of expression and equation and their fundamental differences, and give an example of expression and equation. Okay, so now let's move on to the definition of expression. Okay, now let's proceed to the definition of expression. Okay, so expression is a combination of numbers, variables, combined with mathematical operations or symbols. Expression has no equal sign, there is no definite answer, and cannot end up of displaying the value of variables involved. Okay, so therefore, class, no, expression is a mathematical phrases. When we say phrases, we all know naman that phrases is not complete in ideas. So it is a only combination of words and here numbers and variables. So expression then is wala tayong makikita equal sign. When we say kapag wala from the given example, wala tayong makikita equal sign. So for example, so what have you noticed from the example ko? Yes, Jessica? Okay, so walang equal sign. So kapag wala tayong nakikita equal sign, ibig sabihin it as an expression. So tama yung sagot nyo kanina dun sa example na kapag na yung expression is para for example number 1. Okay, so na is clear, class? Do you understand what is expression? Okay, so did you notice, class, that expression is consists of letters, numbers, and symbols? Alright, very good. Because we're going to tackle the parts of expression. So we have here 4 parts of expression: variables, coefficients, constant, and terms. So variables is any letters or symbols that represent the letters. Coefficient is a constant value used with variables. So constant is a fixed value that does not change. And the last is term. Term is a number or variable product or quotient of a number and variables separated by plus and minus sign. So this is the parts of expression. So for your better understanding, class, we have here sample. So let's have this one po. Let's have this one. So the given is 3x plus 5y minus 9. So who can tell me what is the variables, what is the coefficient from this given? Alright, very good. So the coefficient from this given is 3 and 5. So why? Bakit siya ang coefficient? Because coefficient is a constant value used with variables, which means variables is with x and y. Alright, so now let's go to variables. What is the variables from this given? Okay, so the variables is x and y. Okay, very good, class. So now let's go to the constant. What is the constant of this given? Alright, the constant is the 9 because when we say constant, constant is a fixed value that not change. So 9 is hindi nagbabago at hindi po siya nagagalaw. So, steady lang po siya sa given. Okay, so to help you guys para hindi po kayo malito sa coefficient and sa constant is, let's have here an example ha. Okay. Para hindi kayo malito sa coefficient and sa constant kasi po coefficient po is a constant value po with variables, while the constant is the number that does not change. Alright. Okay, now let's continue to parts of expression. So, from this given, what is the term? Yes? Okay, very good. The terms is 3x, 5y, and also the 9. So, very good, guys. It seems that you really not confused with the some terminologies and parts of expression, as you can clearly class identify in which part of expression is it. So now, let's proceed to natintindihan na ba ang expression? Okay, so now let's proceed to the definition of equation. So, equation is a mathematical sentence formed by placing an equal sign between two expressions. Okay, so equation contains equal sign. It shows answer or end up representing the value of variable. So, kung sa expression is wala tayong makikita ng equal sign, and dito naman sa equation is kapag may equal sign, it shows answer or end up representing the value of variables. Okay, so when we notice class from our equal sign, and that's an equation. So because equation is a mathematical sentence, when we say mathematical sentence in English, it is complete ideas. It is a complete ideas and thoughts. Then equation has complete ideas. So how teacher, bakit siya naging complete? Kasi po, because of the equal sign, because of the equal sign that portrays the result or answers. Okay, so here are the example for the equation. The example of equation is 2n minus 6 equals 4. So, mayroon siyang equal sign. So, nagpo-portrait siya sa answers or results. So, 3y equals 15, 9x minus 7 equals 21, and 45 plus 5 equals 40, and 7y equals 19. Okay, so, naintindihan na po ba? Do you understand, class? Alright, for you to better understand ito, I have here an activity po. I have an activity. Okay, so in your paper class, determine which of the following are expression and which are the equation, and put in the column. So here are the given. Alright, so you have 5 minutes to answer po. Are you done, class? Alright, so thank you very much for your cooperation and participation from this class. So now, do you understand what is expression? What is the differentiate expression from equation? Kasi when we say equation is mayroon tayong makikita equal sign, while the expression naman is walang equal sign. So, is clear, class? Alright, very good. So thank you very much for your participation and see you next meeting.